We are going to find some similarity and dissimilarity of this electrostatic force, that means Coulomb force, with the gravitational force. We have already studied gravitational force, and now we are studying, or just we are aware of the electrostatic force, which is also known as Coulomb force. Now, what are the similarities? One similarity is both are proportional to 1 by r square. That means both electrostatic force and gravitational force obeys the inverse square law. Both the force, electrostatic force and gravitational force, obeys the inverse square law. Second thing, both are conservative force. Both are conservative force. That means the work done by the force is independent of path. Work done by the electrostatic force independent of path, and work done by the gravitational force also independent of path. Third similarity is both are central force. Electrostatic force is central force and gravitational force also central force. What do you mean by central force? The force is along the line joining between the 2 points. Electrostatic force also is along the line joining between the 2 charges, and gravitational force also is along the line joining between the 2 masses. These are the similarities, and you can say one more similarities. Both are long range force. Long range force, that means the force act in very large distance, for very large distance, both for electrostatic force and also for the gravitational force. Again, one similarity there is, and also it is dissimilarity also. Both the forces acts in vacuum. That means if 2 charges are in vacuum, electrostatic force comes into play, and also if the 2 masses are in vacuum, there is a gravitational force. That means both the forces acts in vacuum also. Both the forces. But the force, that means electrostatic force, depends upon the medium in which charges are placed, and for the gravitational force it does not depend. Gravitational force does not depend the medium in which masses are placed. This is one dissimilarity. Clear? Second dissimilarity is electrostatic force is the force between 2 charges, and gravitational force is the force between 2 masses. That means if there is an electrostatic force, then there will be also gravitational force also, because charge without mass is not possible. Charge without mass is not possible. If there is a charge, then there is a mass. If there is a mass, then there is a gravitational force. Clear? But gravitational force doesn't mean there is electrostatic force. If there is only mass, no charge, then there is only gravitational force, no electric force. This is one dissimilarity. And third one is electrostatic force can be attractive or repulsive, but gravitational force is only attractive force. Electrostatic force is very large force compared to gravitational force, but gravitational force weak force. Rather, you can say it is the weakest fundamental force. Gravitational force is the weakest fundamental force, but electrostatic force is much larger than the gravitational force.